Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Cup English. I'm Liam.
And I'm Chloe. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're listening from.
We're really happy you're here with us today. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit subscribe and follow us because we post new podcast episodes every single day.
Yes, every day. Think of this as your daily cup of English, something warm, real, and easy to listen to while you're driving, cooking, walking, or just relaxing.
Exactly. No complicated lessons, just real conversations about real life.
And today's topic feels very real. We're talking about staying calm in a world full of pressure.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It is, and honestly, I feel like pressure is everywhere now. Work pressure, money pressure, social media pressure, it never really stops.
Let me ask you something right away. Do you feel more pressure now than a few years ago?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. I think life feels faster now. Even when I'm resting, I feel like I should be doing something.
That's interesting. I do feel pressure too, but I'm not sure if it's more than before or if I just notice it more now.
Really? You don't feel like things are more intense?
Well, work definitely feels more competitive, and everything moves so quickly. But I also think when we get older, responsibilities increase, so maybe it's just adulthood.
Maybe, but I feel like even teenagers are stressed now. When I was younger, I didn't think about building a personal brand or networking or hustling.
That's true. Nobody talked about side hustles when we were kids.
Exactly. Now everyone is building something, a business, a following, a career plan. It's like if you're just living a normal, quiet life, people think you're not ambitious enough.
Yeah, there's this silent competition everywhere.
Yes, silent competition. That's the perfect phrase.
And I think that competition creates pressure. Even if no one is directly pushing you, you feel pushed.
That's exactly how I feel. Nobody is forcing me to compare myself to others, but I still do it.
Social media?
Of course, it's impossible not to compare. You scroll for 5 minutes and suddenly everyone looks successful, fit, confident, and happy.
Meanwhile, you're sitting there in pajamas.
Exactly, with messy hair and unpaid bills.
That's real life, though.
I know, but sometimes my brain forgets that, and that's where the pressure starts.
So let's talk about daily pressure. What stresses you the most these days?
Honestly, work deadlines.
Same.
It's not even the work itself, it's the constant feeling that something is waiting. An email, a message, a task. I feel like I can't fully relax.
That's so true. Even when I finish work, I still check my phone, just in case.
Exactly, just in case. That phrase is dangerous.
Yeah, because you're never fully off.
And when you're never fully off, your mind never rests.
I've noticed that too. Even on weekends, I feel this low-level stress, like something is coming.
Yes, that Sunday anxiety.
Oh yeah, Sunday evening hits, and suddenly you're thinking about Monday morning.
And it ruins your Sunday night.
It really does.
Besides work, money is another big pressure for me. Rent, groceries, saving money, everything is more expensive now.
Tell me about it. Every time I go to the grocery store, I'm shocked.
Same. And when prices go up, you start thinking, am I earning enough? Should I work more? Should I change jobs?
That's where calmness becomes hard because financial pressure feels very real.
Exactly. It's not just emotional pressure, it's practical.
For me, competition at work is a big one. Everyone wants to perform well. Everyone wants recognition.
Do you feel like you have to prove yourself all the time?
Sometimes, yes, especially when you see coworkers doing extra projects, staying late, always saying yes.
And then you feel guilty for going home on time.
Exactly.
See? That's the world we're living in. Always pushing, always more.
But here's the question. Is the world actually more stressful, or are we just reacting differently?
That's a good question.
Because pressure has always existed. Our parents had pressure too.
True, but they didn't carry a tiny computer in their pocket 24 hours a day.
That's fair.
Our phones bring work, news, and social comparison into our bedrooms. That changes everything.
Yeah, there's no separation anymore.
Exactly. Before, work stayed at work. Now, work follows you home.
And if it's not work, it's the news.
Don't even get me started on the news.
It's constant. Crisis here, conflict there, economic problems everywhere.
And your brain absorbs all of it. Even if it doesn't feel urgent in your own life, it still creates stress.
So staying calm today feels like swimming against the current.
Yes, it's like the world is loud and you're trying to stay quiet inside.
That's a beautiful way to say it.
Thanks, but I'm still working on it. I'm not calm all the time.
Me neither. I think people assume calm people don't feel pressure, but that's not true.
Right, I feel pressure almost every day.
So do I. The difference is how we respond to it.
And that's the hard part.
Very hard.
Sometimes I react immediately. I get irritated, I complain, I overthink.
I usually go quiet. I try to act like I'm fine.
But are you actually fine?
Not always.
See, that's another type of pressure, pretending you're okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe staying calm isn't about pretending nothing bothers you.
Maybe it's about managing what bothers you.
Exactly.
I think the biggest challenge is that pressure doesn't come one at a time. It comes all together.
Work, money, social media, family expectations.
Health goals, career goals, relationship goals.
It's exhausting just listing them.
It really is.
And yet everyone around us looks like they're handling it perfectly.
Which probably isn't true.
Definitely not, but our brains don't always remember that.
So maybe today we should explore not just why the world feels so pressured, but how we personally deal with it.
Yes, because we can't control the world.
But maybe we can control how we respond to it.
That sounds simple.
It sounds simple, but it's not easy.
Not easy at all.
So let's go deeper. Why is it actually so hard to stay calm today? I mean, everyone says just relax, but if it were that easy, we'd all be relaxed.
Exactly. I think one big reason is speed. Life is just faster now. Everything is instant.
Instant messages, instant delivery, instant replies.
And instant expectations. If you don't reply to a message in 5 minutes, people think you're ignoring them.
That's true. Sometimes I see a message and I don't respond immediately because I'm busy. Then I feel guilty.
Same. It's like we're always on. There's no real off switch.
Yeah, even when I'm watching a movie, I check my phone.
That's the problem. Our brains never fully rest.
I've read somewhere that our minds need downtime, but when do we actually allow that?
Rarely. We fill every quiet moment with something. Music, scrolling, podcasts.
Wait, not our podcast, though.
Okay, our podcast is helpful, but you know what I mean.
I do. Silence feels uncomfortable now.
Yes, silence used to be normal. Now it feels strange.
Another reason staying calm is hard is uncertainty. The world feels unpredictable.
That's so true. Job markets change, technology changes, trends change. Everything changes.
And when things change quickly, we feel less control.
And when we feel less control, we feel more anxiety.
Exactly.
You know, a few months ago, I had a week where everything felt overwhelming. Work was crazy, I had family issues, and I kept seeing people online celebrating promotions and vacations.
That sounds like a tough combination.
It was, and one night I just lost it. I started crying over something very small.
Like what?
I spilled coffee on my desk.
That was the breaking point?
Yes, it wasn't about the coffee. It was everything building up. That tiny thing just pushed me over.
I totally understand that. Sometimes it's not the big problems, it's the final small one.
Exactly. And in that moment, I realized I wasn't calm at all. I was just holding everything inside.
That's important. There's a difference between being calm and suppressing emotions.
Yes, suppressing emotions looks calm on the outside, but inside it's chaos.
I've been there too. Last year, I had a period where work was intense. I kept telling myself, it's fine, I can handle it. I stayed late, I said yes to everything.
Classic Liam.
Yeah, and then one day my boss gave me small feedback. It wasn't even harsh, but I felt so defensive and angry.
Because you were already overloaded.
Exactly. I wasn't reacting to the feedback, I was reacting to weeks of pressure.
That makes so much sense.
And that's when I realized staying calm isn't automatic, it's a skill, and I hadn't been practicing it.
See, here's where I want to challenge you.
Okay.
Okay, you say it's a skill, but what about people in really toxic environments? Can they just practice calmness?
That's a fair point. If someone is in a toxic job or relationship, staying calm might feel impossible.
Exactly. Sometimes the environment is the problem, not the person.
I agree. But even in difficult environments, we still choose how we respond. Not perfectly, but we have some choice.
I don't know. Sometimes emotions feel automatic.
They are automatic at first, but the reaction after that moment, that's where choice comes in.
So you're saying there's a small gap between feeling and reacting?
Yes, a very small gap, but it exists.
I like that idea. It makes calmness feel more possible. You know, after that coffee incident, I started thinking. I asked myself, why am I so tense all the time?
What was your answer?
I realized I was trying to control everything. My schedule, my image, my progress, other people's opinions.
That's exhausting.
Very. And the truth is, I can't control most of those things.
That realization can be scary, but also freeing.
It was both. At first, I felt helpless. Then I felt lighter.
For me, my turning point was when I noticed I couldn't relax even on vacation.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was at the beach, but I was thinking about emails.
That's not a vacation.
Exactly. And I thought, if I can't relax here, something is wrong.
That's a powerful moment.
It was. I realized calmness doesn't come from location, it comes from mindset.
Wow, that's deep.
I'm serious. You can move to a quiet place, but if your mind is loud, it follows you.
That's so true. I used to think if I just finish this project, I'll feel calm. But then another project came.
There's always another project.
Exactly. So I had to stop waiting for life to be pressure-free.
Because that day might never come.
Right. And I think that's the key turning point. Realizing pressure will always exist.
Yes, the goal isn't to remove pressure, it's to build inner strength.
And accept that feeling stressed doesn't mean you're weak.
Absolutely. Calm people still feel stress, they just recover faster.
I like that. Recovery is important.
Yeah, instead of asking, why am I stressed, maybe we should ask, how quickly can I return to balance?
That changes the perspective completely.
It does. I think another turning point for me was learning to admit when I'm not okay. That's hard to do.
Very hard. But pretending to be strong all the time created more pressure.
So calmness includes honesty?
Yes, honest with yourself, honest with others.
I agree. Real calmness isn't about being emotionless. It's about understanding your emotions.
And not letting them control every decision.
Exactly. You know what's interesting? The more we talk about this, the more I realize calmness is not natural. It's intentional.
That's a great word, intentional.
You don't accidentally become calm. You choose habits that support calmness.
And maybe that's what we should talk about next, what we actually do to stay calm.
Yes, practical things, not just ideas.
Because ideas are nice, but habits change lives.
I couldn't agree more. All right, so let's get practical. We've talked about why it's hard to stay calm and our turning points, but what do we actually do now? What helps you stay calm in daily life?
Okay, I'll start with something simple. I reduced my screen time.
That sounds obvious, but it's not easy.
Not easy at all. I used to check my phone the moment I woke up.
Same. Emails, messages, news.
And within 5 minutes, my stress level was already up.
Yeah, because your brain immediately enters problem-solving mode.
Exactly. So now I try not to touch my phone for the first 30 minutes after I wake up.
What do you do instead?
I make coffee. I sit quietly. Sometimes I just stare out the window.
That sounds peaceful.
It feels slow, and at first it felt uncomfortable, but now it feels necessary.
I like that. For me, breathing helps. I know it sounds basic, but when I feel pressure rising, I take slow, deep breaths.
Like meditation?
Not even formal meditation, just breathing in slowly for 4 seconds, holding it, and breathing out slowly.
And that works?
It doesn't solve the problem, but it calms my body. And when my body calms down, my thoughts slow down.
That makes sense. Sometimes our body reacts before our mind understands what's happening.
Exactly.
Another big one for me is learning to say no.
Ah, the difficult word.
Very difficult. I used to say yes to everything. Extra work, social events, favors.
Because you didn't want to disappoint people?
Yes, but in the end, I was disappointing myself.
That's powerful.
When I started saying no to small things, I felt less overwhelmed.
I struggle with that. I still feel guilty when I say no.
Me too, but guilt is temporary. Burnout lasts longer.
That's true. What about you? Besides breathing, I stopped arguing online.
Oh, that's a good one.
I used to read comments and feel angry. Then I'd type long responses.
I've seen those.
Yeah, not my best moments. One day I realized it never made me feel better. It just made me more tense.
So you just scroll past now?
Most of the time, if something triggers me, I close the app.
That's self-control.
It's self-protection.
I like that word better.
Another thing I try to remember is this: I can't control everything.
That's hard to learn.
Very hard. But when I focus only on what I can control, my actions, my attitude, I feel calmer.
Yes, when I try to control other people's opinions, I go crazy.
Exactly. We waste so much energy on things we can't change.
I also started walking more. Just simple walks, without music sometimes.
Without music, that's brave.
I know, but walking clears my head. It's like my thoughts organize themselves.
I do that too. Movement helps release stress.
And it's free. No subscription needed.
That's always a plus.
You know what's interesting? None of these habits are dramatic. They're small.
Yes, calmness isn't built in one big decision. It's built in small daily choices.
Exactly.
Let's talk about something important. A lot of people think being calm means being weak.
Yes, especially in competitive environments.
If you're not loud, aggressive, or constantly pushing, people assume you're not strong.
I've experienced that. At work, when I stayed quiet during a heated discussion, someone later told me, "You should defend yourself more."
Were you upset?
Not really, I just didn't think it was worth fighting over, but they interpreted my calmness as insecurity.
That happens a lot. But I actually think staying calm takes more strength.
I agree. Reacting is easy. Pausing is hard.
Exactly. Anyone can shout when they're angry. Not everyone can stay composed.
But sometimes I wonder, if you're always calm, do people take advantage of you?
That depends. Calm doesn't mean passive.
Explain that.
You can be calm and still set boundaries. You can speak firmly without raising your voice.
That's true. Strength doesn't have to be loud.
Yes, real strength is controlled.
I like that definition.
When someone criticizes me now, I try to listen first instead of reacting immediately.
That's hard, though.
Very hard. My ego wants to defend itself instantly.
Same here.
But when I stay calm, I usually respond better, and I don't regret my words later.
That's the key. Regret often comes from emotional reactions.
Exactly.
I used to think strong people never get emotional.
That's not realistic.
No. Now I think strong people feel emotions, but don't let emotions control their behavior.
That's a great way to say it.
And patience is part of that, too.
Yes, being patient when results are slow. Being patient when people misunderstand you.
Being patient with yourself.
That might be the hardest one.
Definitely. I'm often harder on myself than anyone else.
Me too. We expect constant improvement, constant success.
And when progress is slow, we feel pressure again.
So maybe calmness also means accepting that growth takes time.
Yes, and not rushing your own journey.
I think society celebrates speed, but calmness respects timing.
Wow, that's deep again.
I'm on a roll today.
You really are.
But seriously, staying calm doesn't mean you lack ambition. It means you're steady.
Steady. I love that word.
Pressure will always exist, but if we're steady, we don't fall apart every time something goes wrong.
And that's probably the goal. Not perfection, just steadiness.
Exactly.
You know what? I already feel calmer just talking about this.
Me too. Sometimes reflection itself creates calm.
And maybe that's why conversations like this matter.
Yeah, because when we realize we're not alone in feeling pressure, it becomes lighter.
And that's a good reminder for everyone listening right now.
You're not the only one feeling stressed.
Not at all. I think we really need to talk more about social media pressure because honestly, that's a huge one.
Yeah, it deserves its own conversation.
It really does. I don't think people realize how much it affects their mood.
Or their sense of self-worth.
Exactly. You open Instagram for a few minutes and suddenly you feel behind in life.
Behind in career, behind in fitness, behind in relationships.
Behind in everything.
even if you were perfectly happy 5 minutes before.
That's the scary part. You can wake up feeling okay, scroll for 10 minutes, and now you feel like you're not doing enough.
Because you're seeing highlight reels.
Yes, nobody posts their boring days. Nobody posts their anxiety at 2 a.m.
Or their rejected job applications.
Exactly, but our brains compare our real life to their best moments.
And that comparison creates pressure.
For me, it used to be career comparison. I'd see people my age getting promotions, starting businesses, moving to new cities.
And you'd think you were behind?
Yes, even if I was doing fine, I started questioning my own progress.
That's tough.
What about you? Does social media pressure affect you?
Honestly, yes, but maybe in a different way.
How so?
I don't compare my career as much, but I feel pressure to always have opinions.
Oh, interesting.
Like every topic online becomes a debate, and if you don't speak up, you feel irrelevant.
That's true. There's pressure to react to everything.
Exactly, but reacting to everything is exhausting.
It really is.
So I started asking myself, do I actually care about this, or am I just reacting because everyone else is?
That's such an important question.
Because not every topic deserves my energy.
I need to remind myself of that too. Not every success story online means I'm failing.
Right. Someone else's highlight doesn't cancel your progress.
I love that sentence.
It's true though, but we forget.
I think the real problem isn't social media itself, it's how long we stay on it.
And how we use it.
Yes, when I scroll mindlessly, I feel worse, but when I use it intentionally, it's different.
Intentional again.
Exactly. That word keeps coming back.
So what did you change?
I unfollowed accounts that made me feel insecure.
That's brave.
At first, I felt guilty, but then I realized I'm allowed to protect my peace.
Absolutely.
I also limit my time. If I catch myself scrolling too long, I stop.
I try to remind myself that real life is happening offline.
Yes, that's so important. Real conversations, real growth, real experiences.
And those things don't always look impressive online.
But they matter more.
Definitely.
Let's talk about small habits, because big changes can feel overwhelming.
I agree. Small habits are realistic.
One thing that changed my stress level was sleeping properly.
Sleep is underrated.
Very underrated. When I don't sleep enough, everything feels heavier.
Same. Small problems feel huge when I'm tired.
Exactly. So now I try to go to bed at a consistent time.
That requires discipline.
It does, but it's worth it.
For me, one small habit is not checking email immediately in the morning.
You do that too?
Yes, I used to wake up and check work messages right away.
That ruins your mood instantly.
Exactly. Now I give myself at least 20 to 30 minutes before opening anything work-related.
That protects your mental space.
That's the idea.
Another habit I'm practicing is pausing before responding when I'm angry.
Oh, that's a big one.
If someone sends me a frustrating message, I don't reply immediately anymore.
What do you do instead?
I wait, sometimes an hour, sometimes a day.
And does it help?
Almost always. After some time, my response becomes calmer and clearer.
That's smart. Emotional reactions usually make situations worse.
Yes, and calm responses usually solve things faster.
I started writing down my thoughts when I feel overwhelmed.
Like journaling?
Yes, nothing fancy, just putting thoughts on paper.
Why does that help?
Because when thoughts stay in your head, they feel bigger. When you see them written down, they look more manageable.
That's true. Sometimes stress feels like a giant cloud. Writing turns it into smaller pieces.
Exactly.
Another small habit for me is reminding myself that I don't need to solve my entire future today.
And that's important. I used to plan 5 years ahead constantly. Career, finances, everything.
Planning isn't bad.
No, but obsessing is.
Good point. Now I focus more on today. What can I do today? That's it.
That reduces pressure a lot.
It really does.
You know what I've realized? Calmness is not about removing pressure completely.
It's about managing your energy
Yes, and protecting your mental space.
and choosing your reactions.
Exactly.
All these small habits may seem simple, but over time, they build stability.
And stability creates calm.
Not perfect calm, but steady calm.
And steady is enough.
Yes, we don't need to be peaceful monks.
Just functional adults trying our best.
In a very noisy world.
Very noisy.
But maybe that's why calmness matters more now than ever.
I think so too. After everything we've talked about today, I keep thinking about one question. What does staying calm really mean?
Yeah, because it's not just about breathing or sleeping more.
Right. Those habits help, but calmness feels deeper than that.
For me, staying calm means I don't let every small problem control my mood.
That's good.
It doesn't mean I don't feel stress. I still do, almost every day, but I recover faster now.
I like that word again, recover.
Because life will always throw something at you. Deadlines, bills, criticism, bad news.
Unexpected problems.
Exactly. Calmness doesn't mean those things disappear.
It means you don't collapse every time they appear.
Yes, it's like emotional balance. You might shake a little, but you don't fall.
That's such a clear image.
And I think calmness is also about slowing down your reaction.
That small gap we talked about earlier.
Yes, the gap between feeling and reacting. If you can pause there, even for a few seconds, everything changes.
Because in that pause, you choose who you want to be.
Wow, that's powerful.
It's true, though. You choose whether to shout, complain, panic, or respond with control.
And sometimes choosing calm feels unnatural.
Definitely. Our instincts often want to react quickly.
Especially when we feel attacked or judged.
Yes, ego reacts fast. Calmness reacts slowly.
I also think staying calm means accepting that you can't control everything.
That lesson again.
It keeps coming back because it's so important. We stress about things outside our control all the time.
Other people's opinions, the economy, the future.
Exactly. But when we focus only on what we can control, our effort, our attitude, our boundaries, we feel lighter.
Calmness is lighter.
Yes, it feels like less weight on your chest.
For me, staying calm means trusting the process.
Explain that.
It means understanding that growth takes time. Results take time. Not everything needs to happen this month.
That helps reduce pressure a lot.
It does. When I stop rushing my life, I feel more steady.
And I think that's the key word of today, steady.
Not perfect, not fearless, just steady.
Because pressure will always exist, the world will stay loud.
But we don't have to match that noise.
Yes, we can choose our pace.
We can choose our response.
And that choice is powerful.
So, before we finish today's episode, let's ask everyone listening something.
Yes, think about this. What makes you feel pressured the most right now?
Is it work, money, social comparison, expectations?
And the second question, how do you usually respond to pressure?
Do you react immediately? Do you shut down? Do you overthink?
Or do you pause?
Maybe after today's conversation, you can try creating that small gap.
Just a few seconds before reacting.
That small pause could change your day.
And remember, you're not weak for feeling stressed.
Not at all. Pressure is part of modern life.
But you are strong when you choose calmness.
And you are patient when you trust your journey.
And you are steady when you don't let every small problem shake you.
We hope this episode felt like a gentle reminder, not another source of pressure.
Yes, this is your daily cup of English, and maybe a small moment of reflection.
If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe to Daily Cup English.
We post new podcast episodes every single day to help you improve your English naturally through real-life conversations.
You can listen while driving, cooking, exercising, or relaxing.
And if this topic connected with you, share it with someone who might need a little calm today.
Also, feel free to leave a comment and tell us what makes you feel calm.
We love hearing your experiences.
All right, that's it for today.
Take a deep breath.
Slow down.
And remember, you don't have to solve your whole life tonight.
Just focus on the next small step.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Stay strong
Stay calm.
and stay patient.
Bye, everyone.